this page on YouTube, go block it right now because it is not a good show. So yeah, go and block that channel because my son over here, he loves Lightning McQueen. So usually we let him watch episodes of Lightning McQueen, and there's a lot of people that make really cool little shows with the actual cars. And randomly he was watching this one last night, and I started hearing like cussing and bad words and stuff like that. And I was like, is this coming from the show? And it was. And this person has a lot of subscribers, so just want to let you guys know, find that page and block it. I don't know if you can report it, but block it so your kid doesn't have access to it on your phone or on their iPads or whatever. But yeah, just want to let you guys know because I was shocked when I heard some of the stuff this guy was saying. So he usually does toy reviews, but I guess he's been recently doing YouTube shorts, and this is what the content looks like.
Shut up! You shut up!
Hey, what is all this commotion?
This guy thinks he won our race.
Don't you worry, James. I have already disposed of the two
the two what?
The 2 and 2 wheel cargo. You know, 2 plus 2 equals...
I feel like I'm going to sound like a broken record because time and time again I've had to say this, that my channel is not for kids. Granted, I appreciate the mother for her concern and for bringing it to my attention, but honestly, I think this is something that falls on YouTube. Let me explain. So let me tell you this, I've been doing cars content since I was 13, the recommended age for someone to be on YouTube in the first place. There is a separate app called YouTube Kids for children to actually watch made-for-kids content on that platform. Now, how can you tell if a video is made for kids? Well, here's a quick little trick. Let's look at this video right here, for example. It has Cars characters and all of that, but you notice something towards the bottom? There's a banner that says Try YouTube Kids, promoting their app that's meant for children and not normal YouTube that's 13 and above. You don't see those on my channel or on most of my videos. There's only a couple, I think maybe less than 10, that have actually gotten the marked for kids treatment, and that's because those were made when I first started this channel back when I was 13. I've been doing this for 7 years now. I'm about to turn 20 next month, but this was never a problem to begin with until 2020 when YouTube got sued for collecting children's data. And to make up for that COPPA situation, I'll put screenshots somewhere on here. To make up for that, they basically told content creators that now they have to determine when uploading a video if it's going to be for kids or not, by marking it before uploading, basically saying, oh, no, it's not for kids, this doesn't target that demographic or anything, or yes, it is for kids. But the bad thing about that is, if you put yes, it is for kids, or if YouTube thinks your video is for kids, you lose 90% of your revenue. And this entire channel of mine depends on the ad revenue. So here's an example. Let's say I make a video and I spend $100, I invest $100, right? And YouTube marks it as for kids. I'm only gonna get $10, and where do the other $90 go? I don't know. Probably YouTube keeps it. I don't know what they do with it. To avoid all of that, I decided, okay, if we add cussing in the videos, then YouTube won't mark them as for kids. They'll just look the other way. And it has worked, but at the cost of videos like this, of people concerned about what I do and everything. Take note, there is times when I'm recording a review and I can go a whole video without cussing, and as I'm editing, I'll be like, oh, I forgot to add the cussing in. I don't like it, but I have to if I don't want to get marked for kids and lose the revenue to produce more videos like this. Because trust me, I mean, the amount of subscribers on the channel just reflects how many of you actually like this type of content. It's a lose-lose scenario because you have one half that is the right demographic watching, that is people who grew up with the first Cars movie like me, and, you know, they're the first generation of the Cars fans that now want to see funnier stuff with Cars characters, kind of like Family Guy, South Park, or Robot Chicken, or anything like that for that matter. And they just want to see, you know, content that's not so baby child like Cocomelon per se, but with characters they grew up with. That's essentially what I do, and people seem to love it. The problem is, well, YouTube recommends these videos along the children videos, and that's where I'm starting to get targeted, because people think that they're for kids when they're not. And, well, I'm just getting the blame for basically YouTube not recommending the videos to the right demographic. Now, when it comes to making a thumbnail, my idea is just make a good thumbnail, make it look presentable, and put it out on YouTube. I'm not making a thumbnail thinking, is this going to appeal to kids? Or do I want to target kids and, you know, get them to click on this video? No. It's just trying to make it look presentable, because at the end of the day, this is my job. And there's people who work on this channel too. At the end of the day though, I still get a lot of comments like this telling me, oh, if you're gonna be cussing and stuff with children's characters, get out of the business and do something else. Okay, well, by that logic, tell that to the producers of Family Guy and South Park and American Dad too, because they do animation. But you clearly know that's not for kids. YouTube is not a daycare. I will say this to the parents as well. No way am I trying to attack you, but you need to monitor what your kid watches. When I was your kids' age, I was playing with all of these cars, you know? I was 2 when the movie came out in 2006. Granted, now I'm an adult and I'm just sharing the hobby on my channel in a funny sort of like skit format, but also at the same time to appeal in a sense to other Cars fans who grew up with this franchise. Now, some parents have even told me that to avoid all the cussing, if they don't want to hear it but they still want to see the videos or present them to their kids, simple solution. They just mute the videos, they put Cars music in the background, and problem solved. You can still watch my videos if they're on mute and with just music in the background, because I promise you this, you're never going to see explicit content or sexual content or graphic or bloody or limbs open. You're not going to see anything graphic ever on the channel. It's just vulgar language for the sake of not losing revenue on the channel, because without the revenue, there's no funds to make more content that everyone likes to see. Please just do some research before you show your kids my types of videos or any content creators videos in general. It's on the channel description, on the About tab. It's on every video description. It's on my Instagram in a pinned post. It's everywhere. It's stated in the videos. It's just hard to miss at this point. If you really don't want to see my channel, I didn't know you could even block channels. I guess that's something new. Go for it. No offense taken. If it's not for you, that's fine. Just move on. But in no way am I going to take responsibility because you don't know how to monitor what they watch, or because you didn't know that there was an app called YouTube Kids to begin with that dedicates all children's content onto that one app, and because you didn't know that YouTube in general is a 13+ teen platform.